Ever wondered how ancient civilizations thrived in the middle of deserts? It wasn't magic, it was mastery over water. Today, let's dive into the story of the first irrigation systems, a revolutionary technology that changed the course of human history. Picture this, it's around 6000 BCE, in Mesopotamia, the land between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Early farmers were at the mercy of the seasons. Sometimes, the rivers would flood, wiping out their crops. Other times, the sun would beat down, leaving their fields dry and barren. It was a constant struggle for survival. They realized they couldn't just wait for rain. They needed to control the water themselves. So, what was their brilliant idea? They started simple. They dug small channels, basically ditches, leading from the riverbanks directly into their fields. This was the birth of canal irrigation. When the river was high, water would flow through these man-made canals, nourishing the thirsty crops. It was a game changer. For the first time, they had a reliable water supply, regardless of whether it rained. This meant they could plant more, grow more, and feed more people. But the Mesopotamians didn't stop there. They became incredible engineers. They developed a more complex system of weirs and gates. Weirs were like small dams built across the river to raise the water level. This made it easier to divert water into the main canals. Then, they used wooden gates or sluices to control the flow into smaller, secondary channels. This allowed them to precisely direct water to specific fields that needed it most, and shut it off when they had enough. It was a sophisticated water management network, all built by hand. This innovation wasn't just happening in Mesopotamia. Around the same time, over in ancient Egypt, farmers along the Nile River were developing their own unique method called basin irrigation. The Nile's annual flood was incredibly predictable. Every year, it would overflow its banks, depositing a rich layer of fertile silt. The Egyptians built a grid of earthen walls, creating large basins to trap this floodwater. The water would sit in these basins for weeks, soaking deep into the soil. Once the soil was saturated, they de-drain the excess water back into the river and plant their crops in the nutrient-rich mud left behind. It was a genius way to work with nature, not against it. And let's not forget about the Americas. In ancient Peru, civilizations like the Nazca and Mocha faced a different challenge. Living in one of the driest coastal deserts on Earth, their solution was incredible. They built vast underground aqueducts called puqueos. These were stone-lined tunnels that tapped into underground water tables and channeled the water for miles to their farms and cities. Many of these puqueos are still functioning today, thousands of years later, a true testament to their engineering prowess. These first irrigation systems were more than just a way to water plants. They were the foundation of civilization itself. A stable food supply meant populations could grow. People no longer had to be nomadic hunter-gatherers. They could settle down, build permanent villages, and then cities. This led to specialization. Some people could be farmers, while others became builders, priests, or rulers. It required cooperation and organization to build and maintain these massive canal networks, which in turn led to the formation of governments and social structures. From the simple ditches of Mesopotamia to the vast basins of Egypt and the hidden aqueducts of Peru, the quest to control water fueled human ingenuity. It allowed great empires to rise from the dust and laid the groundwork for the complex societies we live in today. The next time you turn on a faucet, take a moment to remember those ancient farmers who, with mud, stone, and sheer determination, first learned how to make the desert bloom. Thanks for watching. If you found this journey back in time interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about the innovations that shaped our world. See you in the next video.